Hello and welcome to the National School Games 2014, your definitive guide to inter-school competitions happening across the nation. I'm Mark Das.
And I'm Kelly Latimer, and in the next 30 minutes we're going to bring you the inside scoop on our student athletes vying for their places in school sporting history.
First up, we meet a student who's considered first among equals among his family, friends and even his school. We find out why.
I seek not only to follow in the footsteps of the men of old, I seek the things they sought. This quote rings true for every practitioner of this ancient discipline that has appeared in every modern Olympic Games. We meet up with a young gentleman who has found the courage to be different from everybody else and who thrives on the challenge in the pursuit of his passion.
Hi, my name is Daniel Tree and I'm a fencer from Pioneer Junior College. If I'm not wrong, it was a Saturday. Me and my parents were walking by United Square. We started off by looking at the fencing school. It looked quite fun, and being sporty from young, decided to give it a try, and that's how I just started. When I started, I didn't think that many people were fencing, and I think it was unique and special, so I decided to stay on and give it a go. Now in PJ, fencing is not a CCA, it's an external CCA. Like my secondary school, which is also, I had to do it externally. Thus, I still had to take up a CCA in both schools, and I had to manage between CCA, external CCA and my studies. So it was challenging with the time management, but I guess I'm still alive.
Well, every year we do get students who actually have talents in other areas that are outside of what the JC actually can offer. How does our school support him in our fencing? We actually, of course, we enter him for the competition. We actually ask him whether if he's training regularly, ready physically and in the skills in terms of meeting the expectations, and that is after I confirm these that we actually decide that we should send him for the competition.
Having surmounted the odds to keep his fencing dream alive, Daniel needed a mentor that could fully appreciate his capabilities.
I coaching Daniel about 4 years. He has potential and he really wants to do well. Daniel is a good fencer. His coordination and the physical and the speed is really good in fencing. For fencing, of course, everyone knows the taller one get advantage, but not all the short fencer has a disadvantage, because some shorter fencer has their own advantage because their target is small. Because all the short fencer, their speed is really fast. For the short fencer, I teach them about more the timing and the tempo. Not as a tall fencer, they fence with a simple, use the long distance. The short fencer, it has their own special style.
Daniel's determination was rewarded with a stint in the national youth team. But to the world around him, he remains an enigmatic individual.
For school friends, most of them do know that I'm fencing, those who are friends like classmates. But although they don't know fencing, they do support me by updating me on homework, and like the teachers also help me ask and show concern whether I can keep up, as like sometimes I miss school due to competition. Being the only fencer in my school, I do feel awkward, weird at sometimes. Like I don't get to express myself the way I usually do during training with all my friends. They probably won't understand some of my fencing terms, and it's a little hard, but I guess I get used to it. But some of them do try to understand me, and I really thank them for doing that. The person who has the best chance of winning the competition would be Joshua. He has the most experience among the top 4 of us, and he has been fencing for a really long time. Although he's only 1 year older than me, he's like a senior to me, and since we trained together, I really supported him. To me, winning is not everything, and I think my coach will agree with me. As long as we do our best, even if we lose, at least we learn something from that experience. Because it's the experience and what we learn that matters. I think I'm always challenging myself to go further, to be better, and that's why I'm not going to quit fencing.